Listen up, my friends, are you ready to turn your life around? To make the journey from where you are to where you want to be? If I've piqued your interest, stick around, as what I'm about to share could change your perspective on achievement and personal development. Imagine speeding through the dark with only your headlights to guide the way. You might not see far, but that's enough to make the whole trip. That's how life feels sometimes, doesn't it? The uncertainties, the short-term plans that clash with the harsh realities, they all force us to think on our feet, to constantly ask ourselves, what's next? I'm about to unfold an idea so compelling, it will feel like finding the map to a treasure you always wanted to seek. It's not about a long-term strategy but rather the thrill of pursuing something that excites and tortures you in equal measure, because that's what passion does. It's an irresistible magnet pulling you towards your life's greatest work. And while we undertake this journey, we often stumble upon an unexpected guide: regret. Yes, you heard me right. Regret isn't a sign of failure, it's a testament to our humanity. Many believe that regret is a weakness, but research indicates the opposite. Used wisely, regret can be the engine propelling us forward. Don't fear it, embrace it. It's in our missteps that the secret to a successful and meaningful life is hidden. Today, let's redefine the way we look at regret. Let's dive into 16,000 stories from across the globe, stories of what could have been. They're not tales of sorrow but lessons about what constitutes a life well lived. Imagine that, converting every what-if into a stepping stone toward triumph. Leadership isn't a solo performance, and it's certainly not all about being the loudest in the room. It's as much about humility as it is about assertion. It's about being an exceptional listener. But here's the catch. Society has failed to teach us the art of listening. Remember, to lead is to listen more and talk less. Now, don't get me wrong, I understand the appeal of a no regrets philosophy. But it's a flawed concept. Having no regrets is impossible because regrets are an inextricable part of our lives. They are valuable tools, instructing us on what to do next. Don't try to dodge them or bury them in positivity. And certainly, don't let them drown you in despair. Recognize them, confront them, learn from them, and you'll grow stronger, smarter, and more fulfilled than you've ever been before. Yes, regrets hurt, but they also enlighten. To gain that wisdom without the sting, learn to process your regrets in a systematic, healthy way. Here's a strategy: confront your regrets without fear, and handle them with grace. Step 1. Reframe the regret. Stop reprimanding yourself. Be kind. Talk to yourself with the same compassion you would offer a dear friend. Recognize that errors are not exclusively yours, they're a shared human experience. Step 2. Disclose it. Disarm regret's overwhelming power by putting it into words. When you articulate your regrets, you start making sense of them. Speaking or writing about your regrets, even privately, begins the process of recovery and understanding. Step 3. Forge ahead by reflecting on the lessons learned. Ask yourself, what advice would I give my best friend in this situation? Or looking back a decade from now, how will I wish I had acted? Learn from your past to build a better future. But mere knowledge isn't enough. Actions speak louder than words. So, if you want to conquer life with savvy, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button and ring that notification bell. By doing so, you're not just supporting this channel, you're taking a definitive step towards the better life that awaits you. Now, my sharp-witted gents tuning in, this is your wake-up call. If you believe you've been untouched by regret, think again. It's time to accept and harmonize with this intricate aspect of our being. Remember, the only ones immune to regrets are the very young, the cognitively impaired, and the sociopaths, and you, my friend, are none of those. You are fully human, capable of experiencing and utilizing all emotions, even regret, to ascend to greatness. Refuse to deny this intrinsic part of yourself. Instead, let's harness it. Let's turn every would have, could have, should have into an empowering narrative of growth, strategy, and resolve. By the end of this video, I urge you to ask yourself, what actions from this talk will I implement in my life? What lessons will I take to heart? How will I convert my experiences, including my regrets, into solid stepping stones to success? And remember, in this ever-evolving world of ours, staying informed on subjects like insurance, real estate, personal finance, and investments, or even tapping into digital marketing and software advancements, can be your ticket to elevating your life to new heights. Stay strong and determined. Your journey is unique, filled with twists and turns, cliffhangers, and triumphs. And as you navigate through the shadows of uncertainty, keep those headlights on, and never stop asking, what's next? With the divine masculine as your guide, let your bulldog mindset and the wisdom that speaks from within carry you through. Learn how to master modern life dating, personal credit, and the complexities of the modern dating scene. The path is laid out before you, full of potential for you to make money online, master finance and investing, and even to enter into the competitive realm of real estate. Embrace your regrets, for they contain the essence of a life worth living. Seek out more than simply a revealing plot twist. Pursue a revelation that can propel your life narrative toward not just success but fulfillment and contribution. Let's redefine regret from a source of pain to a treasure map, guiding you to the discovery of your own personal El Dorado. Until our next encounter, may you remain curious, and let your inner smart money tactics pave the way to a future you can be proud of. Remember, every step you take is another chapter in your own epic story. The future awaits, my valiant explorers. Let's embark on this adventure together. Welcome to a game-changing conversation, where being extraordinary means rewriting the rules. Are you ready to dive into the power of thinking differently and crafting a legacy that resonates with integrity and kindness? Then join us as we unveil the blueprint to not just excel but to do so with a heart full of generosity and purpose. Imagine a reality where the possibilities for achievement are endless, yet the paths most tread are worn and predictable. To stand out, to truly become exceptional, the challenge is to act unlike anyone else. We are at a pivotal moment in time, one so ripe with potential that our perception of it can actually reveal our deepest nature. Those who perceive the world as crumbling are likely plagued by a pessimistic outlook, while those who see the beauty and opportunity in it are the ones possessing a winning, optimistic DNA. My own relentless commitment to steer clear of complaining is rooted in a profound sense of perspective. There are countless complaints littering conversations, and it's soul-crushing because it shows a total lack of perspective. In my world, happiness and optimism are not by chance. They're the fruits of a deeply ingrained perspective. We often encounter people who proclaim their entrepreneurial ambitions, yet their actions fall short of their words. They desire success without the sacrifice, hoping to achieve greatness while enjoying leisurely weekends. I, on the other hand, dedicated every Saturday of my 20s to my vision. If you aspire to greatness, measure your current actions against the sacrifices they necessitate. This talk is one of positivity and practicality, for I firmly believe that both are indispensable in building an empire. My mission is to embody the archetype of someone who rose to the pinnacle of success while simultaneously sowing seeds of kindness along the journey. The core values I wish to impart upon my children, and indeed everyone, don't hinge on professional or academic achievements but on a simple predisposition for kindness and authenticity. I harbor no judgment towards myself, and I extend that lack of judgment to others. The trust in those relationships is implicit from the onset. The current era is the finest time to exist as a human being. That's not an opinion, that's straight from the data. And although not everyone might approve of every step I take, if the vast majority speak well of me when I'm not around, then that's a legacy that speaks for itself. Let's not forget the people who've walked this path before, with Warren Buffett standing out as a shining example of success paired with sincere niceness. However, my goal isn't just to emulate, we aim to amplify the impact, to revolutionize kindness within the business world. Imagine recalibrating societal norms to such an extent that people are compelled to be better simply because they believe it's the secret to success. In my journey, I focus on imparting advice that is pragmatic and achievable, rather than relying on innate gifts that are out of reach for most. Not everyone can resonate with goosebump-inducing passion, so my focus here is on the actionable, like work ethic, and attribute that I consider to be learned and therefore accessible. Throughout my career, I've noticed a pattern. Those who bask in the proximity to a great work ethic tend to adopt one. By observing my parents, hard work was ingrained within me. It's the philosophy I promote vigorously because it's something you can control, improve, and dominate. Life divides into two camps, those who complain and those who don't. If you're not complaining, then you're likely one step ahead in the game of life. Each of us excels at different things and falls short in others. The key is to become acutely aware of your own strengths and weaknesses, focusing on what you do best. I believe humans are vastly underestimated. We're innately good beings with a minor percentage of bad. When you consider our potential for harm and yet observe our overall restraint and cooperation, it's nothing short of miraculous. The concept of karma is often mystified, but in essence, it's purely logical. Doing good bears good fruit. It surprises me that this isn't common knowledge. Thus, we can assert that kindness isn't just noble, it's a sensible strategy. Transitioning to the corporate sphere, I reshaped the typical role of HR to place genuine human connection and well-being at the pinnacle of our values. Dubbing the role Chief Heart Officer was a deliberate and symbolic move to highlight the importance of emotional intelligence within our company. And yes, larger corporations are taking notice, potentially revolutionizing the business landscape where compassion becomes a core component. Envision a future where young entrepreneurs build monumental enterprises predicated on mutual respect, collaboration, and genuine care. We challenge the notion made popular by icons like Steve Jobs, where driving employees to extremes through harshness was idealized. Instead, our aim is to prove that you can ascend to the highest echelon of business by being an exceptional leader and a decent human being. With this mindset, positivity isn't just an ideal. It's actionable wisdom for those on the quest to build an empire. So, to the businessmen, dreamers, and visionaries, let us be the vanguard who constructs the grandest of towers, not by undercutting others, but by boldly rising to unprecedented heights with integrity and grace. Before we continue, let's take a moment. If you're finding value in this discussion, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and ring that notification bell. It's not just about receiving insights, it's about integrating these strategies into your life to propel you toward your goals. Now, let's turn the focus back to you. After absorbing these insights, consider what actions you can take from our conversation today. Reflect deeply and ask yourself, how will these strategies be woven into the tapestry of your ambitions? Your answers might just set you on an uncharted path to an exceptional legacy. With that said, let's bid farewell to an enlightening dialogue. Remember, in the realm of success and personal growth, the most profound achievements are those that contribute positively to the lives of others. As we step away from this exchange, carry forward the spark of inspiration, and let it guide your next steps towards greatness.